Brownie, we sit here on Friday afternoon ahead of your trip to Portugal on Monday. The lads have been back in for the last couple of days for pre-season training. Can you tell us a little bit about what they've been up to so far?
Yeah, a bit of a mad week to be honest with you. So the first years came back in on Monday, did their induction contract signing, and then the second years returned to train on Tuesday. And then the second years have been training mostly throughout the week. First years have had a bit of an induction into education, and then they had the screening on Wednesday, and then they had the fitness testing, and then we collectively trained all together today for the first time. So a bit of a mad week, but the next 2 weeks are going to be really interesting, obviously ahead of where we're going in Portugal. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, this Portugal trip has been a long time in the making, hasn't it, because of COVID?
Yeah, very long. Obviously, we had everything sorted for last year, and then obviously COVID, we couldn't go because of all the restrictions and that stuff. So we got pushed back to this year. So we've been fingers crossed and toes crossed to try and get there and get it all sorted, and hope it's all sorted now. So happy days when we go early Monday morning. So yeah, we're all looking forward to it, staff and players included.
Yeah, I've been abroad previously to Austria. How beneficial is this time away with youth players who've probably never done this type of thing before?
100%, yeah. When we went last time, when we went out to, when was it, 3 years ago maybe, some of the lads had never even flown before. So it's like getting an experience of different cultures, how when we went to Holland, it was the way they played. Just being away from the families and getting to know them really on a collective basis, and getting them all together as a team bonding session. Trip really. So same again today. Same again for the next 2 weeks. Looking forward to them building relationships, first years and second years, being all together. Lots of hard work, double sessions, gym sessions. They've got some Portuguese lessons going out there, and whilst we're out there, and then also trips as well. So it's going to be a good educational trip as well as hard work too. So
it's certainly a busy 2 weeks. Do you try and pack as much into that fortnight whilst you've got the opportunity? Try
to, yeah, as much as we can. Obviously, training in the different countries, of the heat to take into consideration. But yeah, double sessions most days, gym as well, pool sessions, and just try and get the lads as much as fit as we can in them 2 weeks. Obviously, not pushing them too far, and also them just enjoying themselves together and bringing it a collective spirit, to hopefully go into the start of the season in a good frame of mind.
Will you be playing any games whilst you're out there within that 2 weeks?
Yeah, we've got 2 games. One an under-17s game. They've not actually told us who we're playing just yet, and under-19s as well. And also there's a football league club out there at the same time. So hopefully we can get maybe a training game with them, or maybe even just a competitive game whilst we're out there. So 3 games hopefully.
Are the lads themselves looking forward to it? I imagine this week they must have been quite excited.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. They've been asking what time we're meeting, what do we need to bring. So we've literally said to them, "You've had all the information," but because they're so excited, I think they're just really raring to go. And obviously, especially for the first years last year, now second years, they've had a year to look forward to it again. So yeah, they're all looking forward to it, and so the staff as well. So it'd be a good trip, and like I said, we're all really looking forward to it.
Yeah, before we know it, the start of the season will be here. You start a week later than the first team this time round, but is everybody very much looking forward to that now as well?
100%, yeah, definitely. What we've got over the 3 games whilst we're over, or 2/3 games maybe in Portugal. Then we've got 3 pre-season games when we come back, and then starting the 6th of August. It's unknown who we're playing yet. The fixtures haven't come out, but I think we're just getting the process right for how we want to play in line with the first team, and then try and get them as much first team opportunity as possible. I know obviously Paddy's been with you guys up in Scotland for the last week, and hopefully he's done really well, and that's really what we want to try and do, and that's what our job is, to try and get him in the first team environment as much as possible. So training, pre-season, getting in the right frame of mind and standard and performance levels, and then also first game of the season, and then continuing week in, week out, and progressing and hopefully getting better better and more opportunity with the first team.
I was going to come on to Paddy actually. Like you say, he's been in Scotland with the first team. How pleased are you for him that he had that opportunity?
Really happy, wasn't he? He came at like he was surprised at the time, but he was like, yeah, of course, I'm like 100% I want to go, and I'm really looking forward to it. And it's kind of come quick for him because he's come back from the off season, gone straight with the first team, and then he's off to Portugal for 2 weeks. So he's had a bit of a mad couple of weeks, but yeah, hopefully he's done well. Get some feedback from hopefully the first team staff and on how he's done, but he's a good lad, and we're really happy for him, and hopefully more boys can get themselves in that position as well.
Yep, there's 6 new scholars as well. Like you say, they've signed their contracts this week. We met them today, Friday, because we've been in Scotland. So we've done their pictures and done some interviews with them, which will go out at some point over the next week or so. But are they settling in okay so far?
Yeah, really like as sort of they were like last season. Really, we had them obviously. A lot of the graduates come through with Darren, with Brooklyn, with John, and then we've had new recruits with Niall, with Lennon, and obviously George as well. So obviously George played, and all the boys had a bit of a part in the 18s last year. So they're kind of familiar with us, myself, Tony, Dan, and all the other staff, and sort of fitted in like seamlessly really. And all of them are like sort of ready to go in full-time football. It's what they want to be, what they want to do, and where they want to be. So they're all obviously raring to go. Got the new kit on, and off they go really. So they're all looking forward to it, as well as second years, and also some of the under-16s will be involved this year as well. So yeah, really, not much more I can say really on that. They're just, I think, really happy to be here and looking forward to the challenge.
Do you find at this time of year, when the first years move into second year, they almost become the leaders within that to help the first years as they come in?
Yeah, that's what we're looking for, definitely from the second years, yeah. Obviously from the first year to the second year, we're looking for them leaders and them sort of big characters to come out, but there is also a lot with the first years as well, with big characters, and there is potentially some leaders in the group, whether it's the younger players or the older players, and you'll definitely need that throughout the length of the season, to sort of drive standards and drive performances in training and in games, and off the pitch as well, in college, how they are around the town and the community as well. So we're just looking for obviously good players and also good humans as or good people at the as well. What
were your thoughts on last season? We obviously didn't get a chance to speak to you when the season ended. Of course, it finished with that cup final against Blackpool. What were your thoughts on the kind of season overall?
I thought, to start with, it was quite difficult to sort of build performances in games and that. Training sessions were good, and then they fluctuated quite a bit. And then sort of after Christmas, the boys found some really good performances and sort of and rhythm to the games. Sorry, and they put a lot of good performances in. Won numerous games sort of in the back end of the year. Got themselves to a final, which we unfortunately missed out on, and sort of put some really good performances in. So we was quite pleased with how we ended the season. Hopefully this season we can start a little bit better, and hopefully Portugal can help us in that area. But yeah, we're just looking forward to the progression from the first year to the second years this year, getting them in the eye of the first team manager and the first team staff as much as possible, and hopefully the first years can do the same and really start the season on the front foot.
And great for Jordan Scanlon to get his first professional contract.
Brilliant, yeah. Jordan thoroughly deserved it. From his first year to his second year, he was excellent. How he affected games, how he developed, how he was in training. He's a real appetite and competitive edge to win, really. And then also getting a professional contract at the end of the 2 years is what we're here for. And we're so happy for him, and he deserves it as a player and also as a person. I couldn't speak highly enough of him.
Of course, there's Oscar Kelly as well, who's just burst onto the scene, and everybody's probably seen that goal now, and it's some way to sort of say he was here.
Unbelievable! Like that. The goal was, me and Dan were on the sideline and Tony behind as well. All the staff looked at each other. Has that just happened? Like the quality of the goal was unbelievable, and he sort of took into the youth team environment really well. played. He's robust. He's quick. He's got a lot of talent, and he's just such a nice lad as well. So hopefully he can get or he will be definitely in the 18s this year as much as possible. And obviously that goal, you can see how good and the quality he has. So hopefully he can do that more often this season.